I'd barely been back at the lake for a day when the HOA struck. My cabin sits on my own parcel, outside their subdivision, but Karen, the self-appointed sheriff of cul-de-sacs, has never let little things like facts or property lines stop her. I left my truck parked halfway down my own gravel drive while unloading supplies. When I came back with an armful of groceries, I found a giant yellow clamp bolted onto the front wheel and a paper flapping under the wiper. Illegal parking. HOA enforcement. $500 fine. I laughed out loud. Karen herself came striding down the road, clipboard in hand, like she'd just scored a personal victory. "Your vehicle's in violation," she announced. "We have rules about blocking access to common property." "This isn't common property," I said. "It's my driveway." She sniffed. "You think it's your driveway, but this access road has been used by the HOA for years. That makes it common." "Nice try," I said. "But you just trespassed and tampered with private property." She smirked. "Good luck. That clamp stays until you pay the fine. If you try to remove it yourself, I'll have you arrested." I pulled out my phone. "Fine, let's make a call." Her grin faltered when she heard who I called. "Hey, son," I said when he picked up. "Can you come down to the lake? The HOA just clamped my truck." On the other end, a very calm voice said, "They did what? Don't touch it. I'll be there in an hour." Karen crossed her arms. "Who was that supposed to be, your lawyer?" I smiled. "Better." An hour later, a dark SUV rolled up. My son stepped out, coat and tie crisp despite the dust. Karen's clipboard dropped a few inches. "Who are you?" He held up his federal ID. "Judge David Carter, United States District Court." Karen's eyes went wide. He walked straight past her and crouched to inspect the clamp. "You applied this device without due process, on private property," he said evenly. "That's unlawful seizure." Karen tried to stammer an excuse, but he wasn't listening. He called the county sheriff directly, bypassing 911. "Sheriff, this is Judge Carter. I need a deputy at the Miller property. An HOA illegally immobilized a private vehicle." 15 minutes later, a patrol car arrived. The deputy took one look at the badge and the clamp inside. "Ma'am," he said to Karen, "remove it, now." Karen sputtered. "But he's blocking." "Remove it," the deputy repeated. "You're on private property. You have no jurisdiction here." Under my son's steady gaze, Karen bent down and fumbled with the key until the clamp came free. The deputy handed her a slip. "This is a formal warning for tampering with private property. Next time, you'll be charged." Karen threw one last look at us before storming away, muttering something about entitled people. My son smiled. "Next time she touches your truck, Dad, call me before you even argue, and maybe invest in a gate." As he drove away, I couldn't help laughing. Karen thought she could muscle me with HOA rules. But there's one rule she never accounted for: don't pick a fight with someone whose kid signs warrants for a living.